Hey everyone, my name is Elara Ashwind and this is my author Newbie tag. So I have 20 questions I'm going to ask as a new author, and I'll quickly add a little bit of history here. I'm not actually a new author. I might talk about this in my About Me video, which will come out soon, but I want to focus on just my author Newbie for this video. So I'm not going to faff around. I want to get straight to them and answer them as fast as I can. So the first question is, who are you and what kind of books do you write? So I am a YA fantasy writer or author, and I write paranormal fantasy, I write romantasy, I write romance fantasy, I write sci-fi. So I do a bit of dabbling in all areas of the fantasy genre, but they all tend to be in fantasy. I have in the past written a romance, and I might talk about that in another video. I will not be going down that route again as far as I am aware, but you never know what will happen, so I'm not going to write off completely. What inspired me to become a writer? So I loved books from when I was very young. I loved being read books. I loved reading books. I loved writing books. I loved drawing. I love art. So it's always been in my blood. Like, I think my mum inspired me because she would always tell us like Anansi stories when we were little, which is like not a folk tale, but like a character from like African, is it like mythology, lore, or I don't know how you would describe it, but like African mythology. She would tell us a lot of those type of stories. Maybe I'll share one of the stories she told us later on as I progress with my channel. But yeah, so that was really inspiring. I had a teacher at school when I was in primary school, and he used to read. He was a white guy, but he used to read like books in African accents. I used to love that. So there's one story that I remember him telling us, and I love that story. It's about a banana on a banana tree, and this guy is trying to. He has these ripe bananas, and he doesn't want anyone to touch them. You may have heard of this story, so tell me if you have in the comments. I'm not going to just go through the story now, but maybe in future. But in the end, it gets stolen. But the way the progress from the start to the end of the story is so in depth and so like very rich. So that's what I loved, and the way that my teacher depicted his efforts to try and keep his banana tree from being picked from. That was really, yeah, I love that. So I love the characterization that when people would tell stories, they used to put on voices and acts and I think maybe in another life I would have gone into theatre or done acting, but not for this reality, not for this life. So anyway,